the solo travel virgin. This is where everyone starts off at, and this is where 85% of men will remain in for the rest of their life. You've probably watched countless travel videos and imagined yourself at those travel places, walking through the Tokyo streets at night, partying in Europe, or even at a nice peaceful beach alone in Bali. You'll tell yourself that one day you'll do it, but that day never arrives. You tell yourself that you just need more money, you need more time, or you need someone to go with. You know deep down that's not really the core issue at hand. The real reason you haven't gone is fear. Fear of being alone, fear of being lost, fear of looking like an idiot, fear of getting your money stolen, fear of your safety, you name it. But that one fear is holding you back from a crazy adventure that never sees the light of day. And that's why 85% of men will be stuck here for the rest of their life. Level 2, the first trip. Congratulations, you've lost that solo travel virginity and you made it to your first country alone. I know how it feels firsthand landing in a country where you know nobody and nobody knows you. It's a mix of nerves and anxious thoughts, but also excitement and anticipation. Feelings which are hard to explain, but hey, take it all in, you fucking made it. Of course, you make mistakes almost immediately. You realize, damn, I got too much stuff packed, get lost and miss trains, especially in Tokyo. And you probably spent way more money than you ever expected. And you take way more photos because you're not familiar with everything and you want to have it as a memory. But somewhere in between all of that, you realize something important. The trip itself wasn't actually the hard part. It was just booking that flight that felt impossible to you. But because you were able to make it through that barrier, you put yourself in the top 15% of men. Now, you hit a crossroads. Either you decide that it was a one-time experience and move on with your life, or you come home already thinking about where to go next. Level 3, the sequel. You're back home now, but your mind is already anticipating that next trip. You're just looking forward to it and waiting for the next day to come. But the reality hits. You check your leave and you realize it's still months away. So you fill that gap by watching a lot of travel videos and you retell the stories you've made on your first trip to friends, family and co-workers, reliving those moments and telling them about all the crazy shit you got up to. And if you made friends through solo travel, watch this video here, sorry about that. You plan on meeting those friends on the next trip you go to, ready and excited. Solo travel has now become something you're not scared of, it's something you look forward to. Just like a roller coaster, the anticipation going up is the fucking worst. But once you felt that drop and the adrenaline hits, it feels like no tomorrow and you're ready to go again. Level 4. The explorer. At this level, you've traveled 5 to 10 different countries now, and your mindset is starting to shift. Every country becomes a new adventure, but you have some things you can generally expect. You stay in social hostels, become more confident in foreign countries where no one knows you, talk to strangers and say yes to things you normally wouldn't say at home. You start picking up small bits of the language, even if you don't know how to talk it. And you start noticing something interesting. The moments you remember most are not just the famous landmarks or the tourist spots, even though they're really cool and important. It's the random conversations you had, the late night walks, the unexpected friendships you did not expect and whom you probably won't ever see again. The food, the culture, the liberation of experiencing new stuff that you wouldn't be able to do back at home. This is where you realize travel isn't just about where you go. It's about what happens when you go there. The thrills of spontaneity, the adventures, the stories you have excites you for the next trips ahead. Level 5, the digital nomad. By now, you've traveled around 10 to 20 different countries, and travel stops feeling like something separate from your life. You can land in almost any country and figure things out immediately. Airports, accommodation, transport, food. It all starts to feel familiar rather than overwhelming. You begin working remotely and you start building your life around movement rather than routine. Instead of asking where you go on holiday, you start asking, where should I live next? You picture yourself working on the beach with your laptop, building something for your own. Afterwards, you meet other travelers and digital nomads in popular countries like Thailand, Bali, and Vietnam. And in those moments, you realize, damn, this is the fucking life. You realize this didn't happen by accident. It came from the courage, the discipline, and the sacrifices you made to get here. Level 6, the mentor. At this point, you've explored 20 to 30 countries and have seen half of the world's continents. Without even trying, you start becoming the person people go to for advice. Your friends ask you where they should go for their first solo trip, which countries are safe, how much money is needed, how much should they pack. These are all questions you've asked yourself not too long ago. You realize you've gone from unsure to someone who can now help others take their first ever step. And that changes how you see yourself, because you're no longer just doing it for yourself. You start leading the way for people to join this life. Some people will think you're brave and courageous, and others will think you're crazy, but you don't really care about that. You care about the ones that actually want to go. As the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. Level 7, the citizen of the world. If you're here, you've been to more than 50 countries. Solo travel isn't just something you do anymore. It's a part of who you are. You don't just travel now to escape your life. You travel because you're curious about the world, the different cultures, and the experiences waiting for you. Exploring becomes part of your purpose and reflects the type of person you want to become. Solo travel changed how you see yourself, how you navigate through challenges, how you handle uncertainty, and how you move through the world. The journey hasn't ended, however. It's a lifelong journey that doesn't have a finish line. But that's the joy of it, enjoying the process and living a purposeful life. And you sit back, reflect, and think, damn, not too long ago I was shitting bricks just to even book that flight, and now look where I am. And it brings a smile to your face, knowing everything you've gone through and experienced. You move with a humble growth mindset now, knowing that the experiences and values you've built are bigger than yourself. Let me know in the comments what level you're at. For me personally, I'm probably at level 4. And yeah, stay solo traveling. Ciao.